All right, everyone, I'm back. Busy all day doing stuff for school. I've been kind of thinking all day what I wanted to open, something old, something new. I wasn't very pleased with the leather and lumber that I opened yesterday. Didn't get anything too significant. And I did go to Fargo this weekend, yesterday. Hanging out with my mom and dad, did some shopping, got some cheap packs when I went to the card store and got some one touches and other cases. Was really disappointed with some of the selections in one of the Walmarts I went to. Targets were stocked pretty good, but nothing I really wanted. So that's the new stuff that I picked up that I'll probably open up later this week. I got a hanger box of the update series, which I had pretty good luck with on, I believe it was Thursday night. And then an Opter Blaster box. Really like Panini Chronicles. I had opened several blaster boxes of Panini Chronicles a month or two ago, but I can just never find them. I'm thinking maybe for Christmas I might get a hobby box. That's 4 hits. That'll probably be about $100. So hopefully for Christmas I get a little extra money. But I've decided that tonight we're gonna open up this Fleer Ultra blaster box from 2007. I really don't know what to expect from this. I got it at Dunham's. It was only $10. There's 30 cards total. I do remember opening some Fleer Ultra when I was younger. The first Fleer Ultra I remember opening was '92. I bought a bunch of stuff. And it was 10 years after the fact, but that was really the first kind of card to go away from the cardboardy type finish to a glossier. And Fleer is no longer around for baseball cards, but I opened up a lot of Fleer when I was younger. The packs are really tight in here, but there's, like I said, 30 cards. And this is from 2007, so that's probably right at the tail end of what I would call the height of my fandom. Uh, really remember watching a lot of the good Yankees teams in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then the Red Sox years where the rivalry was really awesome in 03, 04. But 2007, that was 12 years ago. I was in high school. Probably, well, I would have been like a sophomore or a freshman. And I'm probably going to know more of these players from 2007 than I do now. But I don't know. I'm sure there'll be some insert cards in here. I doubt we'll get lucky enough to get an autograph or a hit. Fleer Ultra, if I remember right, it's just kind of a goldy look to the Fleer product. So here's Adam Dunn, who just hit a ton of home runs. These are really hard to read the name. Manny Ramirez, one of my least favorite players ever. Joe Mauer, who a lot of Twins fans think was basically like Jesus. I always thought he was kind of overrated. Ricky Weeks. This is Joseph Bassinas. No idea who that is. And then a code card. So I'm thinking that this Fleer Ultra set, is probably a set that there's not a lot of players. Because besides that guy that I never really heard of, we really had all stars at the times. Sean Figgins spells his name like Chone, Chone. I never understood how that was Sean. This is Aramis Ramirez, really good career for the Cubs. Felix Hernandez. Now I want to look at this card because he was pretty young here. Felix Hernandez. This was like his third year. Another Twin, pretty good player, Michael Kadire. And then this is insert card of some type. Faces of the Game, Chase Utley. He had a really good career. I'm a big It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan, so if anybody watches that show, that card probably makes them laugh, thinking about the fascination that Mac has in that show with him. Morgan Ensberg. This is Brian Roberts. Any former Mount Marty baseball players can tell you about Brian Roberts and Carl Crawford. That's kind of an inside joke. Khalil Green, he was a pretty good shortstop for a while. Roy Halladay, absolute stud. Remember throwing a perfect game in the playoffs for basically the last few years of high school and into my college years. I would say he was the best pitcher in the game. He died. Did he die on a plane crash or some kind of weird accident not too long ago? He wasn't very old. Maglio Ordonez, Brandon Webb, I think, won a Cy Young. Vicente Padilla, he used to have a tendency to throw at everyone. And there it is. Everyone's favorite, Derek Jeter. I have so many Jeter cards. I had noticed this too. The corners in these cards are kind of beat up. And then this is something special. I don't know. It's just a special insert. You can see on the Morneau one, it's kind of gold instead of silver around the lettering. So I don't know if none of these cards are like serial numbered or anything, but they're still pretty cool. Jason Schmidt. I played baseball with the Jason Schmidt. Not this guy, but he was really good with the Phillies or not the Phillies, with the Pirates and then the Giants. John Garland, Chris Carpenter, another really good player. Houston Street, I got his autograph at the College World Series in 2003. He was a pitcher. He played third base for the Longhorns, Texas, and then he was also their closer. And obviously, he's had a pretty good career. And this is a rookie card with some kind of silver logo, and it's Daisuke Matsuzaka, another Japanese player that just wasn't very good, had a hard time adjusting to the major leagues. And my last pack, this is my bonus pack maybe, of 2007 Fleer Ultra. I probably wouldn't buy 2007 Fleer Ultra again, but it was kind of fun to see some of these names. Johnny Peralta, another guy that had a pretty good career. He's one of my favorite players of all time, Vladimir Guerrero. His son is going to tear it up, I think, over the next few years. We saw some of his rookie cards. Started with the Expos and played with the Angels. If you haven't seen Vlad, there's a clip I'm sure you can find on YouTube where he throws a guy out from the wall when he's with the Expos, basically on one hop. I did see him in his later career. I think he was playing with the Orioles, taking BP down in Kansas City, and it was pretty amazing how far he could hit the ball. Adrian Beltre, who is going to be a Hall of Famer, and Pedro Feliz, and this is a cool little insert card. So this is, it's so hard to read these, but it says Ultra Iron Man, and it's Cal Ripken, obviously, but I'm trying to figure that. Last pair of, okay, so that was what was written there, last pair of homers and win. So Fleer Ultra in 2007 must have had some Ultra Iron Man insert cards, and obviously we got one of them. So that's really a pretty neat card. Like I said, I wouldn't probably buy Fleer Ultra again. It was only $10, and there's a lot of good players in here from when I was younger. Beltre, Vlad, Houston Street, Carpenter, Schmidt, Morneau, Jeter. These were kind of the stars when I was playing. So I don't regret buying it, but always hoping that someday I can score an old autograph in one of these blaster boxes or things I pick up for cheap. I got plenty of more stuff to open. Probably open something up tomorrow after I get some homework done after school. It's a lot better than the leather and lumber, but maybe tomorrow we'll find something where we can get a hit. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. And till next time, enjoy the rest of your weekend.